Assalamu alaikum, dear children. Welcome back to Little Muslim Kids. Today, we bring you episode 9 in the amazing story of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Get ready for another inspiring and exciting chapter. Let's begin. After the great victory at the Battle of Badr, the Muslims returned to Medina with hearts full of gratitude. The people of Medina were overjoyed to see their heroes return safely. Families hugged their loved ones, and the whole city echoed with prayers and praises to Allah for his help. The Prophet, peace be upon him, reminded everyone that the victory came from Allah alone, not from strength or weapons. It was a day of joy, but also a day to stay humble and thankful. Among the prisoners taken from the Quraysh were 70 men. But instead of being cruel, do you know what our Prophet, peace be upon him, did? He showed mercy and kindness, even to his enemies. He gave them food, treated them well, and allowed many of them to go free, either by paying a ransom or by teaching the Muslims how to read and write. The Qur'an says in Surah Al-Anfal, verse 70, "O Prophet, say to those who are captives in your hands, if Allah knows any good in your hearts, He will give you something better than what was taken from you." This showed that the door of forgiveness and guidance was always open. But not everyone was happy. The Quraysh leaders, especially Abu Sufyan, were angry and ashamed of their defeat. They couldn't accept their loss. So they began planning for revenge. They started preparing their army again, gathering weapons and soldiers. A bigger battle was coming soon, and we'll hear all about it in the next episode. Meanwhile, something else happened inside Medina. Some Jewish tribes, who had made agreements to live in peace with the Muslims, began to break their promises. They spread rumors, caused mistrust, and tried to turn people against the Prophet. But Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, responded with wisdom. He taught his companions to stay calm, to trust in Allah, and to always choose peace when possible. He never let anger control him. Allah sent down more guidance through the Qur'an to help the Muslims stay strong. One important verse is from Surah Al-Anfal, verse 46. "And obey Allah and His Messenger, and do not dispute or you would lose courage and your strength would depart." This verse taught the Muslims to stay united, to obey their leader, and to avoid fighting among themselves. Because when people argue too much, they lose their power. Despite the problems, Islam continued to spread. More people came to Medina to learn about the religion. The Prophet, peace be upon him, kept teaching values like honesty, kindness, patience, and prayer. And that brings us to the end of this episode. Next time, we will learn about the Battle of Uhud, a very big and difficult test for the Muslims. Will they stay united? Will they win again? We'll find out soon, inshallah. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Little Muslim Kids so you don't miss the next episode. And always remember, being a good Muslim means being kind, patient, and thankful, just like our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.